Today we're going to be grooving it with the Doda Groove Channel trading strategy, which promises us to be millionaires with lots of profit, Lamborghinis and everything else in your wildest dreams. But without further ado, guys, I have a burning question for you. Do you see any altcoins that may pump in the near future? I'd really be interested in what you're investing in down in the comments below. And don't forget, I give away 100 USDT to a random comment every Friday. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. Hey traders, I hope you're going extremely well. My name's David and welcome to my channel where I go through trading strategies. Today we're going to be looking at a trading strategy which is promised to work on low cap coins. Today we're going to be backtesting it on Bonk, a coin that pumped recently quite a lot, and I'm looking to try and diversify my portfolio, maybe build a couple of small portfolios which hopefully will pick up these large pumps. This trading strategy, as always, is going to be built on the NNFX trading style. So we're looking for a trend direction, we're looking for confirmations using indicators. It's a rule-based system. Everything has to equals true before actually taking an entry, otherwise we just don't take that entry. All of these strategies that I build will be able to be connected easily to bots through Tradingview, and if you're interested in that, you'll be able to find my Patreon links down in the description below. Without further ado, guys, let's get straight over to my computer. Let's have a look at this trading strategy. The rules, obviously I'll go through the indicators, so if you want to, you can completely manually trade it for free. Before I get over to my screen, I have one little favor to ask you. If you don't mind just giving the video a big old thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. I do videos every Monday and every Friday, and sometimes some live streams on Wednesdays as well. It really does help me to grow as a community, so thank you very much for all your help. Let's get over to that computer. Okay, so here I am on Tradingview. I'm on Bonk USDT. The reason that I'm looking at these lower cap coins instead of Bitcoin and Ethereum that I normally do on, I'm looking to build some smaller portfolios myself where I'm going to be risking the amount of money to try and pick up on some of these great big bumps. As you can see here, Bonk recently went up 75%, and that was a small pump in comparison to some of the others here. Another 225% here. So I'm looking to build some bots that maybe try and find a signal around these areas here and try and trail it so that we get somewhere closer to the top. It's not guaranteed, but I won't be putting a big amount of money into this. I will be using a very small portfolio, hoping to pick up on some of these pumps. Of course, I realized that I could potentially lose it, but like I said, they're going to be very, very small accounts in comparison to my much bigger portfolio. Okay, right. Okay, so let's go through the trading strategy. It is extremely simple. We're going to be using a couple of indicators, and we're always going to be using the NNFX style. Okay, the first indicator we're going to add, I'm going to be adding the Gchannel. Now, I actually discovered this indicator the other day. It was the Gchannel trend direction. But whilst looking through it, I actually found this one by Donovan Wall, which is the Gchannel here. It looked pretty good. I haven't backtested it until today, but I do know that this developer here, Mr. Wall, is actually an extremely good and well-respected developer in the Tradingview community. So I'm going to add that one first, and then we're going to be adding a indicator that I've discovered recently, which is the Doda Stochastic indicator just here. Now we have both indicators on the screen. Now we have the two main indicators on the screen, and I'm going to add another one here called the T3. Now T3 I've used quite a lot before. We're actually looking for the T3 moving average here, either by Everget or H Potter here. Let's add this one here, and it's going to give us a blue line. Now I'm going to make these a little bit bigger. It's going to fast forward very quickly to make it so that it's possible to see it on YouTube. Okay, now the T3 is white, and I'm going to change the length to 100. That's 103. That's not one. Oh, the mouse has gone funny. 100. Wonderful. And the only other thing that we're going to do is we're going to go over to the Doda Stochastic indicator here. Now this is a very, very good indicator. I found it extremely good whilst backtesting it manually. Something new that I've found, it seems extremely good. It's our confirmation indicator after we found our trends here. We're actually looking for a crossover and for the green to be above the red here. Let me make them a slightly bit bigger so that we can see them well on YouTube. Okay, with this indicator, I'm going to be using very much in a stochastic way or a RSI way. I'm going to be adding a line at 25 just here, and I'm going to be adding a line at 75 just like this. That's going to give us our oversold sections and our overbought sections. Very much like accumulation and distribution, we're looking for to see when the market is oversold, so it's potentially cheap and where we could start accumulating. And then at the top here is where we offload our bags. We're looking to distribute up here where we're in an overbought and price is overbought and a little bit too expensive. We're looking for the crossover. We're looking for the red to cross over the green for our sale. As you can see, perfect entry just there. The other way around, we're looking to buy when it crossovers here as well. As you can see, very good entry there as well. There's smaller entries, but with our channel and our trend direction, hopefully we'll be able to find something better. Okay, so I'm going to remove this one here. We're using the T3, as I said earlier. The T3 is going to give us our trend direction. So when price breaks below the white line here, we're looking only for shorts. This is our long-term direction. We're looking for our trend direction when price is above the average of this line. We break above it, looking for longs and shorts below it. That's our trend direction. We also have this as our first confirmation here, which is the Gaussian pattern here. We're looking for to be above the channel, and we're also looking to be in the green for our entries. We're looking for green for our long entries and red for our short entries. As you can see, this one would have been an absolutely perfect entry just here. And we have some much smaller longs here as well, but who can complain at that? Right, okay. Let me demonstrate a couple of entries very, very quickly for you guys. Okay, here is our first long. As you can see, I've marked it on the chart with this blue line here. I'm not going to try and get exactly perfect entry. I am looking to cherry pick just to show you guys how it works. And then like I said, I'll backtest using code. It will be the perfect entry using code. Okay, so we're going to have our crossover here. We're looking for the T3. Price is above the T3, this white line. We're in a green channel and we are above the green channel. We're looking for the Doda Stochastic to be green over red here. And as you can see, it would have made an absolute perfect entry. Okay, to take our take profits and stop loss, we're going to use, as always, a stop loss indicator. We're going to be using the ATR bands by David Tech just here. Very simple. There's plenty of bands. If you don't want to use the David Tech ones here, you can find plenty of other ones here. We're looking to be on this candle just here, the following of the closed here. We're looking to set our take profit to the bottom of the ATR bands. I'm going to be multiplied by 2 here, guys. You can increase it to make the entries a bit bigger if you like. It's up to you, but I'll give you the back testings for these. Now, I'm going to be testing 2 kinds of take profits. We're going to be doing a 1 to 2 risk to reward, very much like this, and getting as many entries as we can. And then I'm also going to be using a step method to try and build some trailing stop loss. Is when price goes back below like it has just here, we would actually get out and trail our profits all the way up to this candle here. So this would have been a very, very good entry. This is slightly harder to backtest manually, but with code we can backtest it no problem whatsoever. Now this would have given us a 4.89 risk to reward and a healthy take profit of 39.55%. Now I always add a rule for maximizing the stop loss. This stop loss here would have been a bit too big for my liking, but we'll be able to backtest the best stop loss. 5.4% would have been maybe a bit too big, but we are on low cap coins, so maybe I'd have to make a rule around that where we're not using such big stop losses. Okay guys, I'm going to go away and backtest this using code. Like I said earlier, you can connect this to bots. The links to Patreon are down below in the description. Okay, I'm going to code this. It'll take a couple of seconds. Let's go.
Come on, David, and once again he's going to code a new strategy. He'll be back in just 5 minutes. Come on, David, show us what you got.
Guys, before I go any further, Bybit, as always, I'd like to go big shout out to Bybit. They're giving us a lot of fee reductions exclusively to David Tech. Fees are hugely important when you're trading, especially in bots. If you're trying to scalp or to do much smaller entries, maybe than a long-term period, a lower fee can give you the trading edge that you like. Currently, Bybit are doing a Trade Masters Grand Prix. It's the second in the series. If you have 1,000 USDT on your account, you're eligible for being part of the Trade Masters Grand Prix. I'm going to be registering myself to be part of the competition. You're eligible for 2.2 million USDT in prizes, and winners will be invited to this year's gala, end of year gala with Bybit, which I went to last year. Was absolutely amazing. So I certainly would suggest that you go and have a look at it and maybe become part of the Trade Masters Grand Prix. So once again, thanks to Bybit. Don't forget the links to Bybit and all of the Grand Prix are down in the description and on the first comment. Right, okay, let's get back over to the trading strategy and have a look at those results. Okay, here I am on Tradingview. As you can see, I'm going to bring up the trading strategy. I've decided it's called the Doda Groove, which is named after all of the trading strategies. One thing that I have noticed on most of my trading strategies, if you don't trade on Saturday and Sunday, it certainly helps you to save a lot of loss. And yeah, so I'd be careful of trading on Saturdays and Sundays with any trading bots. As you can see here, let's have a look at the backtesting results. I'm going to click the deep backtesting to get much further results in the past. There is no point in just optimizing on a very small subset. We might as well go back as far as we possibly can. So as you can see, we're almost at a 60% win rate, which is absolutely excellent, especially if we're above a 1-to-1 kind of risk to reward. When you're getting above the 51%, trading strategies could potentially be a gold mine. Okay, we have 114 closed trades, which is wonderful. We have a profit factor of 1.94. The max drawdown is high at 35%. Kind of expect that on a low cap coin like this. I will try to optimize it to try and make it better. You also have to remember that I'm using 25x leverage maximum on these trading strategies, so that will impact that as well. You can take it down to much lower, even down to spot, to make that much lower as well. Of course, the net profit will be impacted. We have 1,276%. Look at that profit equity curve, except for here we are doing much better than the actual trend, and even when the big pump come here, we have actually done quite well as well. If we go over to the performance summary, we're looking at a Sharpe ratio of 0.95%, which is absolutely brilliant for this kind of trading strategy. I certainly think we can work on it and make it even better, but why not, hey? The buy to hold be 1,258% if we would have bought bonk right here at the beginning and we would have held on to it, but we slightly beat that if I remember rightly. Yeah, not much, but we did catch most of the trend. Fantastic. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the other stats up here. Like I said, we have max wins in a row, which was 7, max losses in a row was 6, and that's pretty much all of the trading stats that I've got. The first traded date, as I said earlier on the deep back testing, is the 1st of the 6th to 2023, so just over a year. Okay, fantastic. Right, now I have also looked at other things like trailing stop losses. Now I haven't had enough time really to optimize them, but if you trail stop losses, you do get a much bigger win here. I'm using the ATR on a 1.5 ATR for trailing the stop loss, but there is a big disadvantage to it. We have 5,000%, which is absolutely enormous. We have a 87%. Our win rate has come down considerably by 10%. We have a 51 almost % win rate. We have a 2.2 profit factor, and we have a max drawdown of 47%, which is absolutely enormous. But look at that humongous equity curve. We are actually getting all of the pumps as they come in, but it depends if you're really doing it like I plan on doing it and looking just to find those pumps. Maybe this would be the strategy setup that you would prefer. I guess it depends on what stage inside your portfolio you are in. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, you can add this trading strategy to your Tradingview, connected to bots. All of that information is down in the description below. Hope you enjoyed this one. You can also easily trade it for free just by adding those couple of those indicators on the settings that I showed you inside the video. As part of the David Tech, you also get access to all of these settings to add to the trading strategy, and a Notion board with all of my previous settings that I found here. Also, you get access to loads of other great tools that I've managed to build since the beginning, like the optimizer and incubate.trade, which gives you live forward testing results as well. Okay guys, thanks for joining me. Have a great week. Keep safe, keep trading. I'll see you in the next video, probably on a live stream on Wednesday as well. Don't forget, I'm also giving away an iPad in one of my live streams. Take care, keep safe, keep coding, trade like a boss, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Come on, David, and once again he's gone to code a new strategy. He'll be back in just 5 minutes. RSI and MACD.